William Creek, what a town.
Oh, look, it's unique in Australia and it's unique in the desert and the outback.
It's very remote, even for
incredibly
outback
remote.
Australia.
And you've got this vibrant community run by about 30 of our workers out here, whether they're flying aeroplanes out of our office over here, or they're actually in the hotel or doing tours.
I'm definitely working up a thirst. So, yeah, I love this pub.
You love the pub? Yeah, it was built back in 1887 and because of the old Gann railway line. There's also a post office and a little grocery shop.
This is basically the heart of the town.
Yeah, come on, let's go and do it.
All right.
Let me open the door for you, Matt.
Oh,
Not every day we have a VIP coming in here.
It seems like a quiet town, but you go into the pub and you realise there's a bit going on.
What a spot.
It is different. It's 200 kilometres from anywhere on dirt roads in the middle of 3 deserts.
How did it change the town when the train stopped coming through?
Well, you really relied on the cattle stations to have what they call ringers, which are cattle hands, come in when they finished herding the cattle and have a few beers and stay the night. And also government workers working on the roads. Tourism didn't really start out here until about 2000. That's when Lake Eyre really got some great publicity filling up. And it's been really since then. It's made the top 10 tourist attractions in Australia because we are the closest destination to the lake.
What brought you here in the first place? How long have you been here?
I was flying up to Alice Springs in an aeroplane and I looked down and I thought, who in the hell would live out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Anyway, on the way back, I thought, God, I'm going to have to land here and see what in the hell's going on. They talked me into setting up a little scenic flight business. Well, the first flight took 9 weeks to actually occur and it was for 20 minutes and $20.
And Trev didn't stop there. For the next 30 years, he slowly started acquiring all the buildings in town.
People have just moved out of town, the kids have gone through school and they want closer to goods and services down south around Adelaide and that. Anyway, they come and see us and work out a deal, so ended up buying all the blocks of land and all the houses. If you've played Monopoly, you know what it's like to play it for real. So now I have this little town.
I've never made it around the board once, I don't think. But you're playing a real lifestyle,
Yeah.
so you've clocked it.
Yeah, I've clocked it. I've ended up never thinking I was going to do something like this. It's so out of right or left field that I've got this little micro community in the middle of the outback that I think has the most incredible little hotel.
So this is basically, you own this town, basically. Does that make you the mayor?
Being the mayor of William Creek was just too official. So I decided to call myself a benevolent dictator.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I think it is, because then you don't need to explain yourself, you give yourself directions.
Yeah.
We don't go through all the bullshit they do in the city.
Well, I reckon before I go, I'd love to have a street named after me, if that's possible.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Okay, great.
You are the multimedia star
Thank
of
you.
the outback now.
It's important that you know, I am very needy, so...
By the time you get out of William Creek, you'll be like a skyrocket heading for the moon.
Unfortunately, I've since learned that I did not actually get a street named after me there, but I can still leave my mark on the pub before we head off.